Rich signing in. Uh, well, I'm gonna do a review of a movie I saw maybe a week ago, and I thought it was good enough or bad enough to worth talking about. It's gonna be kind of short because I gotta go to work pretty soon. But anyways, what I want to kind of talk about is Wonder Woman. I went to go see Wonder Woman as well as what was the other movie I went to go see? Pirates of the Caribbean. Wonder Woman. Wow, like from the beginning, I'd have to say the most like critical action that really stuck with me would be the beginning. So yeah, spoiler alert, you guys. If you haven't seen it already, be very wary of my review of this movie. But I must say, from the beginning, when it starts off with the Amazons, Wonder Woman's mother, I can't say it, Hiplopita, I don't know. But her mother, when she's on the island with fellow Amazons, I felt like, to me, that was one of the best moments in the beginning, in the movie period, which was in the beginning when Wonder Woman is training, just to train as far as her Amazon roots and better protecting herself and stuff like that. But as it started progressing, I felt like it lagged and the action was a little bit too, I don't know, too stretched. I don't know, it wasn't too much, but overall, the plot of the story, it's just like, Captain America or any superhero's, story, backstory. That's usually how it starts. But to see a strong female, superhero and she high strong and, and trying to combat evil, especially a god in which, and if you don't know, Superwoman's, she's supposed to be from Greek mythology and being part of the Amazons. And on the island, it's believed that, one of the gods, Ares, god of war, he's kind of like, he's the devil of the world, causing man all destruction, causing man to enact all this destruction upon the earth, fight amongst each other. Um, though he argues that mankind should have never been created, and Zeus creating mankind, he wanted to prove him wrong, that him creating mankind basically was a waste. So but the Amazons are very much were created to combat and ultimately take down Ares, and that's what Wonder Woman's based on. She's a princess of the Amazons. Her mother's the queen, and she's basically training up to, her fulfill her destiny and her purpose as an Amazon to get rid of Ares, and then beyond going beyond, she becomes a superhero of mankind and part of the DC and Justice League, as you guys know, as you DC and Justice League fans know, comic book fans, But I would say the movie overall, I would say it would be like maybe a 3.9. Because I really felt it was good, it was impactful, but it wasn't 100% of what I was thinking. But I definitely thought it was good. On a scale of 1 to 5, almost a 4, but 3.0. I have to take a little things off because it did drag, and some of the action seemed a little bit too fake. But uh, I thoroughly very much enjoyed it, and I know seeing a woman superhero for the young ladies, I know that can be empowering, and I really never really saw that. You'll just see, the typical male superheroes, but it was good seeing that, and I like movies that have a balance and kind of an equal scale of the spectrum, because there are some tough women out there, and it's not just men; it's women and men. So to see that, it's a big come up to see that, and this movie makes history as far as my book when it comes to that. So yeah, go see Wonder Woman, Pirates of the Caribbean. They made it seem, I like it. Once again, spoiler. I like the fact that you know time goes on. William Turner, as well as Elizabeth Swann, have a son, and the son is very keen on freeing his father from the bondage of the flying. I think it's the Flying Dutchman. I think, yeah, freeing freeing him as the owner of the Flying Dutchman, and kind of carries on from there. And then a plot twist: Captain Barbossa has a daughter, so I think that was very much very interesting. And of course, who could forget Captain Jack Sparrow? Um, you know, Johnny Depp. So yeah, typical. Pirates of the Caribbean. I would say that nothing really particularly stood out too much to what I'm used to in the Captain. The Pirates of the Caribbean franchise. Only the simple fact that they're going to find something at the ends of the earth that will stop a curse, and a little backstory behind Captain Jack Sparrow's youth and what he did to kind of cause one of the villains in this movie happens to be a Spanish captain, but he's not a pirate. But it kind of drops back on that a little further of his history, and I just thought, just typical Pirates of the Caribbean. I would give it maybe a three, honestly, because I mean, I, it seemed typical of the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise. It was still pretty good, but I mean, it didn't remedy anything like spectacular. I just think when they start doing series and the franchises, they just start kind of like they just are on the same mode as the previous one. So I mean, nevertheless, I'm a Pirates of the Caribbean fan. I love the ride. I love Disney, so I enjoyed it. And I mean, I didn't expect too much, knowing what I mentioned, but I think it's definitely worth seeing. They alluded to the fact that it may be the last one, you guys, but check with after the credits. Check the after credits. You might be surprised. I don't know. Let me know because I feel like there's something after that, but you tell me, you guys. So yeah, you guys, I want to encourage you guys to check out the movies. And those are my reviews of Wonder Woman as well as Pirates of the Caribbean. Have a good day, y'all. I gotta make my money. Peace out.